Hi, everyone. This is Pam Kay and Savannah Kay. We are here to discuss our upcoming travel with me. We are so excited. We have a special guest today, Ian Clough, Regional Sales Manager with Scenic, and he is going to take us through this incredible, once in a lifetime itinerary traveling to Vietnam and Cambodia in September of 2027.
Absolutely. It is an absolutely beautiful itinerary in a wonderful part of the world. So very excited to share the itinerary and the details of it with you. But before we do that, let's just go ahead and watch a quick video to kind of give you an overview of our products. All right. Let's go. Oops. Before it plays again, let me just go to the next slide here. So before we get into the itinerary specifically, just wanted to cover the inclusions within our brand. So Scenic across the board, we offer an ocean cruising product as well, but we're going to focus on the river products here today. But butler service is included for all suites, no matter the cabin category. It is our ultra luxury 6-star product, completely all inclusive. So all gratuities, both on the ship and on shore for your tour guides, are all included. All airport transfers round trip are included as well. Wi-Fi, all meals, and all beverages. So wine, beer, cocktails at all points throughout the day. And then, of course, all shore excursions are included as well. And you have up to 5 dining options on board, including room service. So very inclusive brand, and a lot to offer as well. So let's take a look at this wonderful itinerary. So Pam and Savannah have a group for the Treasures of the Mekong itinerary, September 27th to October 8th of 2027. Southeast Asia, absolutely beautiful itinerary. It's a total of 13 days, 8 days of which are sailing, so 7 nights, 8 days. And then there's also a pre-opportunity in Siem Reap for 3 days, and then a post opportunity in Ho Chi Minh City. So you'll really be getting the full experience of Southeast Asia on this tour, and there's a ton of great spots that we want to highlight along the way. So when you get there, you'll fly first into Ho Chi Minh City. So it is an awesome hub within Vietnam. I personally have been there myself, and I can say that there's a ton to see, there's a lot to explore, and it's definitely filled with culture. And then on day 3, you'll embark on the cruise section. So you'll start in excuse me, in Kai Bay, and then you'll go to Sa Dec. And then you actually have a border crossing at Tan Chau as you go into Cambodia. You'll go from there to Phnom Penh, Silk Island, Wat Hon Chi, and then of course you'll finish your time up in Siem Reap. For those of you who are not familiar with Siem Reap, it is a it's honestly like a wonder of the world. It is pretty incredible with all of the temples that they have, and there's just so much to see and explore, which is why we have 3 days included afterwards.
And
Um,
I wanted to add, while in Ho Chi Minh and Siem Reap, you will be staying at five-star hotels that will not be announced yet. So a little bit of anticipation, but they're going to be awesome.
And included.
Yes, included.
Yes, everything is included. So honestly, my favorite part about traveling with us is you don't have to look at your credit card the entire time, right? Once you get on board, everything's taken care of for you. Anything you may need, all you have to do is ask. Um, Otherwise, we do have, so on Scenic, we have very special experiences called Scenic and Rich experiences. You'll get at least one on every 8-day cruise and two on a 15-day cruise. So here, we actually have a really awesome Scenic and Rich experience. It is there's one in Siem Reap. So basically, you'll take in the sunrise over Angkor Wat before moving to an awesome location for some champagne. You'll have breakfast and food, and it's at this wonderful location with some temples in the background. It's just quite an interesting and unique experience, only for our scenic guests. So there's no one else from any other companies there, and it's only for our guests. And obviously, that's all included.
Yes, and then I believe there's one other one, the gala dinner at an Angkor temple, which is beautiful. It's kind of similar for any of our travelers who were in Greece with us, when we had our dinner among the ruins in Ephesus, but it's in a beautiful setting in an Angkor temple, and there's drinks and a show with some Apsara dancers, and then the ruins are candlelit. It looks incredible. Beautiful. So
Yeah.
that is fun.
Awesome. Well, then let's go ahead and move on to the next section here. Pam or Savannah, did you want to add anything else before I move on a little bit?
Do you want to add anything?
Just that you can do some laundry as well, that the valets will take care of. I believe you get a bag of laundry. They'll give you a bag. It's pretty large because I've sailed with Scenic before, so that really helps alleviate the packing pressure somewhat.
Especially
Absolutely.
since you'll be there for 13 days. So kind of in between, you can do your laundry and then you're good to go.
Have it done for you. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, my bad. Pardon me.
Yeah. And actually, to add to your point, so when you do laundry on Scenic, you do get a bag, and then afterwards, it comes folded for you. It's all ready to go. If you have like a jacket, it'll already be hung up for you. It's pressed, all of that. Just to kind of put that out there.
Oh, speaking of, let's talk dress code, Ian.
Yeah, sure. So dress code on Scenic, we like to call it like smart casual. So there's no need to wear a tie or a suit at any point, unless of course you'd like to. But nice slacks or khakis, maybe a collared shirt for the guys. For women, again, you could wear nice slacks, a dress, and a collared shirt as well if you'd like. But just a little bit more elevated, but not super strict or nothing super crazy.
Right. And the
Especially,
food is lovely. Because I have, like I said, I've been with Scenic before, and it's just an incredible experience as well. They played everything beautifully, and I believe you use the freshest ingredients from the areas brought on the ship. And if there are any dietary restrictions, you will meet with the chef. I know the first day I went down, and there were a handful of us that we had some people had dietary allergies or likes and dislikes, and they really pay attention to that throughout the journey.
that's a great point, Pam, actually. So add a little more color to that. When I just sailed with Scenic, I'm gluten and dairy free. I let them know, and all of my meals did not have any gluten or dairy. I actually learned that we use a separate fryer as well. So like no cross contamination with French fries, for example. So very accommodating. Just make sure to let us know.
And Ian, correct me if I'm wrong, but for the food, don't you take inspiration from the areas you're in? So that's
You're
really fun because for our river cruising experiences, I know when we went out into the town, I would try the food, but there was always stuff that I wanted to try and I didn't have time to try. So that's
Mhm.
really great because come dinner time, that meal that you really wanted to try while you were out and didn't get to will be there waiting for you and with an excellent chef. So who doesn't love?
Exactly. That's a great point. And also, each night we'll have our chef will introduce the meal, whatever local flavors it is. But then he'll also introduce the wine pairing. So usually we'll have like a red and a white that will pair with the meal, and he'll explain it. So I don't know, I just think that's a pretty cool touch.
And
Uh,
if you prefer your favorite cocktail, they'll bring that to you too.
absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, let's go into some of the all-inclusive highlights of this tour specifically for Pam and Savannah's group. So of course we have the included tour to the Royal Palace in Phnom Penh, a nighttime remorque. It's also called a tuk-tuk. They're kind of like small motorized little motorcycles with an area on back for you to sit if you're unfamiliar. So we have a nighttime remorque ride with a distillery visit. Um, you know, obviously your five-star ship with us, what with your one-bedroom balcony suites. All we actually have three scenic and rich, so those really special scenic only experiences on this tour. So that's really special because usually on an 8-day cruise there's one, and here they have three,
It's
including
awesome.
Amazing.
most option. So that's really special. Um, you can see here 23 different free choice activities. Um, so 23 different excursions for you to choose from. If there are two in one day, maybe one's in the morning and the afternoon, and there's space on both, feel free to go on both because they're included
That would
for
be me.
you. Yeah. All meals included, so in total 32. All breakfast, lunches, and dinners are included. All beverages, all butler service, and then we do have, amazing local guides that will take you on some guided tours. And again, do not feel like you need to tip them or anything. It's already included, so they are amazing, yes, but no need to tip them because it is included in the cost. And then, of course, we have complimentary Wi-Fi all the way throughout your cruise with us.
And remind me, are there bikes on board?
There are, actually, sorry, in Southeast Asia, there are not e-bikes on board. Um, that is one of the destinations, the Southeast Asia and the Duro, that we can't have e-bikes.
Okay.
Local
Understood.
restrictions, pretty much.
We may have a
Um,
biking itinerary though.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But there we can't always offer e-bikes on board in Southeast Asia just because of the like the
Size
nature.
of the ship.
Yep, basically, it's a little different. Whereas
Right.
like, on all of our ships on the Rhine-Main-Danube, for example, we have e-bikes across the board. But in some locations, it's just a little bit more difficult. But
Okay.
there always should be like a guided biking tour, for example.
Perfect.
Um, so let's go ahead and move on here. I'll cover a couple of our suites to kind of give you an idea of what they'll look like. So this is an example of our Grand Deluxe suite. You can see that it's quite spacious. There's a separate sleeping from like kind of living area. You have some floor to ceiling windows there on both sides, with actually a window that will come down at the touch of a button. So it's closed, as you can see right now. It's kind of like a closed-in balcony. But if you push a button, the top window will come down, and then you'll be able to get that fresh air.
I
Um,
just wanted to quickly say, for those who haven't been on a river cruise yet, this is a massive room. And I looked up this ship and I've done a deep dive on this ship, and they have, I believe, the largest suites on
The
the Mekong.
Mekong.
So it is incredibly spacious. Like, this is amazing. So sorry, Ian, to cut you off. I
you're
just
good.
wanted to highlight that really quick because for like previous river cruise sailors, like this is huge.
It is quite spacious, and the room and the ship is quite small. So it only accommodates just for your knowledge, around 60 guests or so. And so it's quite an intimate experience. The rooms are quite spacious,
Yeah.
and it really just allows for that elevated experience and that
Yeah. Very VIP, very special. Yeah. Awesome.
absolutely. Um, Next, we'll take a look at our Royal Panorama Suite. So this one is actually a step up. It's a little bit larger. And just to give you a little bit of information, like our ships on the Mekong are probably our most unique. So I just like how like this room looks completely different from the last room. I love the dark greens in here. You
I
still
was
have that.
just about to say, loving the
Yeah.
colors.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And the table, I mean, everything just has the most like beautiful little touches on it. Um,
It's very like modern and clean. I think with me personally, I sometimes feel as though some river cruise rooms are a little outdated. This is
Chris.
perfect, crisp, modern. Like this is where I would want to
And
stay.
also the flavor of Asia. You have that deep green and the darker woods. So it also takes on, where you are in the world.
Exactly. Yep. And that I think you hit the nail on the head. Like this ship is very different from our European ships, and I really appreciate that because it allows you to kind of feel like you're more so immersed in the area of
Yeah.
Southeast Asia where we're traveling. So absolutely beautiful suite. The Royal Panorama Suite. Uh, Here is a photo of our pool on board. So on this ship, there's a ton of
Wow.
greenery all over the place. I just love how like there's trees and plants on board, as well as this, beautiful outdoor pool. I mean, Vietnam, that whole area in Southeast Asia, it's quite pleasant, quite warm. So definitely a great opportunity to make use of the pool and cool off a little bit. Beautiful space. I love the bar on this ship. I think it's quite unique. I love all the wood. Like Pam had mentioned, I think it kind of reflects the Southeastern Asian flair a little bit more. And it's quite unique. It's different from the rest of our ships, and I think it's absolutely stunning. So beautiful. Now I have a quick video that's actually going to go over this itinerary more specifically.
The difference is in the details. Scenic ultra-luxury river cruising. Personalized travel with an award-winning reputation. Innovative 5-star ships and an expertly trained crew. Spacious, luxurious suites and butler service. All-inclusive dining venues with premium beverages. Health and well-being your way. A choice of immersive excursions and exclusive events. Small ship access to the heart of Southeast Asia. Scenic, in a class of its own.
Makes me want to go so bad.
Don't you want, I was going to say, don't you want to go? How could you miss this?
I know. Let me go to the next slide. One of my favorite things about that video more specifically was I loved how we could see the scenic and rich experience of them setting up. You could briefly see it of them setting up the like the dinner and everything at nighttime in front of um,
The temple.
the temple. Thank you. And I love that.
It looks incredible. Wow.
It is.
Wow.
But yeah, so Pam, Savannah, I don't know if you guys want to jump in to mention any more details here, but definitely book now for the best suite availability. It is a very popular itinerary, and it will continue to book up as we move closer to the date. Pam and Savannah have some amazing rates for this entire tour, the cruise plus the pre and post included. So the prices that you're seeing here is everything all included. And it also includes their additional group savings of $425 per person.
Yeah.
Amazing opportunity.
I mean, I just really wanted to highlight again how special and inclusive this experience is. I mean, you saw the ship, it's beautiful. There are 34 suites, like it's very intimate. And if you haven't been to this area yet, or you have been, but not in this way, I really think that it's a once in a lifetime experience. We got a great deal for you. It's with an incredible company. So honestly, I would get booked as soon as you can.
Yes, and also I don't think we mentioned we do have some shipboard credits as well, which you can use. Gosh, I mean everything's paid for, so
Get that
on the
massage.
spa,
Get
on
that
the spa,
massage.
yeah. So these exotics do sell out. So there are a few suites in each category, but so you have your choice. It's best to get moving now
Yeah.
so we can get your deposit. I believe it's only $500. And for this price, we do need to pay 10 months in advance because I believe it's 15% off what you're going to see online. So please contact us so we can get this booked for you.